a battle of the titans, the early gods who come to Earth only once, in only one location, and that is here in Coney Island, Brooklyn, for only one purpose, and that is the Nathan's famous 4th of July International Hot Dog Eating Championship. We arrive at our destination by the sum of all our paths at the unswerving punctuality of chance. So it is, and so it always shall be. Let the contest begin! Ladies and gentlemen, the big man, Badlands Booker. There he is. Okay, so let's do this. Now, the meat sticks have already been taken out of their packaging, and they're on a plate. First to finish five meat sticks. This is what they look like. The first to finish 5. And the prize for this event, 5 more meat sticks. 5 meat sticks, so that'd be a total of 10. One of them only gets 5. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, count it down with me from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, Badlands down with 1 meat stick already. I hope someone's timing this. Crazy Legs Conti. Oh, Badlands going to the water. A lot of water there. Chewing now is very difficult. Remember, this is a jerky, not a hot dog. Crazy Legs Conti now. His jaw is extremely large, but he's having trouble chewing. You have a lot of jaw strength to win this. And Badlands trying to get it down, well ahead of Crazy Legs. Badlands Booker, the matzo ball, the green pea eating champion of the world. He was out on the circuit for 20 years. I met him in 1997 in Oceanside, New York, at a qualifier for the 4th of July. He's been here ever since. He became a rapper, and he is now BadlandsChugs. He's a chugging champion, and you can see him on the internet. They're both having a lot of trouble chewing. It's just the chewing. Trying to get that down. Badlands, maybe one more gulp of water. I'm watching intently. Badlands trying to get it down. Meat sticks is a whole new venture, a whole new journey for us. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity to announce that we will be majorly eating, we'll be sanctioning an all-goat eating contest. The goats will be eating invasive plants. First ever foray into the animal kingdom. Could be enormous for our franchise. Imagine how many contests majorly eating could sanction, the money we could make if we get into the animal kingdom, even if it's just domesticated animals, cats, dogs, chickens, goats, cows. And now we're coming to the end, ladies and gentlemen. If they don't get there by a certain time, we have to count it down and see who won. 5, 4, 3, oh! Oh my glory! Out of nowhere, Crazy Legs Conti started out slow. I thought Badlands had him down, but Badlands got into this whole chewing thing and he just couldn't get out. It was like a cycle. He had to struggle to get out. I don't know that he needed to chew that much is what I'm saying. Crazy Legs, how do you feel?
These meat sticks are delicious, and I use the energy of the Coney Island crowd to just smother them in my stomach. Best crowd in the world, but this man right here, BadlandsChugs, the greatest ever. We love Badlands. We love you, Coney.
Ladies and gentlemen, Crazy Legs Conti, the meat stick eating champion of the world. 2 minutes and 9 seconds, .35. Thank you so much.
Tender on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country road, take me home to the place
Now, ladies and gentlemen, at the center of the stage here, this is a very, very special event, but one that fills me with anxiety and trepidation. Because in the past, you have seen Badlands Booker chug 1 gallon of lemonade in 23 seconds, .2. World record. BadlandsChugs, at BadlandsChugs, 3.6 million followers. He's the world chugging champion of the world, okay? Woo! This is where we are, okay? However, However, 2 gallons has never been tried. Never. It has certainly never been done. And I said, when this came up, I said, this reminds me of the Tallahassee two-hand, an eating style so dangerous and difficult to master that it was outlawed in the 1930s. Why are we trying this? And they said, no, Badlands can try it. No one's ever done it. The stomach is not 2 gallons. The stomach could maybe be 1 gallon. There's no stomach in the world that's 2 gallons. It doesn't happen. However,
I know, but
this is for history. He was found as an orphan on a doorstep by a short order cook and a barback. And they brought him into their home, and they filled him with love, and they filled him with food, and the tiny acorn has grown into the mighty oak. The big man, the bad man, Eric Badlands Booker! Badlands, never before 2 gallons. I'm speechless.
oh my goodness, this is just overwhelming. I've never chugged 2 gallons in my life, but you know, it's the first time for everything, so we want to see what happens, all right?
Okay, are you ready to ride the tornado? Sip from the volcano? Make love to the dragon? Then count it down with me from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
I'm too full to burn. Ow!
It's the meat sticks. They're very filling. Ladies and gentlemen, the champion of the world, Badlands Booker. It's go time! It's go time time! It's go, 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 lock and load, love them and leave them smoking, baby, see us on the other side, time. Are you with me, Brooklyn? He was born in Ranch Dressing, Arkansas, on April 21st, the feast of St. Joseph Chestnut. He was destined for competitive eating. Please welcome a newcomer to our sport in his rookie year, Jerome Byrne. To compete on the 4th of July alongside the greatest eaters in the world, that, aside from his dream to perform in Chippendales Live, shirtless in Las Vegas, would be the greatest honor of his life. And today that honor occurs, ladies and gentlemen. 21 years of age, 6 feet 4 inches tall, from Valparaiso, Indiana, Cameron Meade. He's the #1 eater in the great nation of Canada, the crown of North America. Ranked number 10 in the world by Major League Eating with 34.5 hot dogs and buns. It is my honor, from Orilla, Ontario, Darian Thomas. The very first words he uttered as a baby were huevos rancheros, and he is from the Czech Republic, where he is ranked #1, by the way, 350 eating contests, 17 countries, 10 years, 34 donuts, 23 cases, pork roll sandwiches, 29 hot dogs and buns from Ostrava, ranked number 38 in the world, Radim Dvoržák. To promote the elasticity of his stomach, he drinks a tonic comprised of a quail egg, cayenne pepper, the tears of an orphan, and the juice of 1 lemon. To see the remarkable results of this regimen, simply look at his LinkedIn profile. 20 hard-boiled eggs in 84 seconds, 42 dozen Acme oysters, 39 hot dogs and buns, a crawfish eating specialist, ranked number 12 in the world, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Adrian Morgan. He is the 8th Archangel, Gideon the Exalted, and he stands 6 feet 9 inches tall, 7 feet from tip of wing to tip of wing. The undisputed kale-eating champion of the world, 10 pounds of baked beans in 1 minute and 45 seconds. From Zaria, Nigeria, by way of Moro, Georgia, with 38 hot dogs and buns, ranked 7 in the world, Gideon Oji. He secretly created a ChatGPT bot to take his place in text conversations with his girlfriend, freeing him to focus more time on competitive eating. And while she has never been happier, she doesn't understand why he ends each text exchange by saying, "I would be pleased to compile more information on this topic if you like." From Brasilia, in Brazil, ranked 29, 43 hot dogs and buns, Ricardo Corbucci. In the journey of life, you might characterize his status as middle seat, main cabin, boarding zone 7, he who may not bring his bag on board. But in the world of competitive eating, he is triple diamond, titanium select, elite plus premier platinum, executive ambassador 316 medallion. Because he ate 476 Cheetos while watching Zoolander on Netflix. Thank you for your loyalty, sir. Ranked number 8 in the world, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Derek Hendrickson. the dark by what is darker still. The ink of night distilled into the oil of evil. Each drop an atrocity. Darkness entombed in darkness. Detectable only by scent of the carcass, of the ulcer, of the rancid flesh of damnation. He is that darkness. Child of the abomination. Messenger of the beast. Who chews with the yellow teeth of the deceiver to establish dominion until the serpent sits on the throne of St. Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him as George Chigger. I know him as the Red Horse of Death. He is a man so evil, they put him in prison in hell. Hell prison. Between weekly meal prep, sunrise yoga, and mindfulness training, he barely has time to write in his gratitude journal. But when he does, he is thankful that he was born with an abnormally large esophagus that runs from his pie hole to his gut like a sewer pipe. Ranked number 16 in the world, 19 world records, 37 hot dogs and buns. He is the top-ranked eater in England. From Brixton in London, let me hear it for Max Stamper! The banana loves the monkey, and the meatball loves the fork. And so too with humans, who are eager to cede control to those of greater will. But there are still those who act, who want, who take, who keep. Behold the man who comes before you now. Ranked number 3 in the world. 19 world records. 13 cans of Spam. 83 slices of pizza. 24 pounds of strawberry shortcake. 53 hot dogs and buns. A physics PhD from Oxford, Massachusetts. Jeffrey Esper! Traces his lineage back in time to the warrior kings who tamed the wilderness to facilitate the rise of civilization. And he carries on their struggle to this day. But while they prevailed over the forces of anarchy, brutality, and chaos, his victories include 50 hard-boiled eggs in 3 minutes and 4 seconds, 2 gallons of baby food, 48 hot dogs and buns. Ranked number 6 in the world from Tampa, Florida, Nick Warren. He is the number 4 ranked eater in the world and the number 1 ranked eater in the Southern Hemisphere, which is half the planet, by the way. 7 world records, 70 donuts, 13.5 pounds of fudge, 276 buffalo wings, 52 hot dogs and buns from the lovely city of Sydney, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay West! He shocked the world in 2007 by eating 21 pounds of grits in 10 minutes. And again in 2011 when he ate 275 jalapeno peppers in 8 minutes. And he learned that there is a time we must stand alone, when we must stand above. And so he does now, my friends, at the highest point of the land. For he is the 2024 undisputed Nathan's famous 4th of July champion of the world with 58 hot dogs and buns from Chicago, Illinois, the great Patrick Bertoletti!
go, Joey.
We are humbled by age in preparation for the great insult of death. But there are those who stand immortal, not through the grace of heaven, but through their own triumphs. I speak of this man! From the shards of shattered angels, wielding the white sword of righteousness, standing as quiet as truth. Ladies and gentlemen, while we must all face the dark mountain of night, forsaken and forlorn, alone in the ruins of our own minds, he will never fail or falter. For he defies the ministers of our faith and the limitations of our birth. And he will not stop until he stands side by side with the gods, his glory is strung like beads of light to adorn the arc of history itself. Joey Chestnut! Look at him, ye mighty, and despair, for he has surpassed the kings of Egypt, and the rock on which he stands is not a rock. It is the United States of America. Joey Chestnut! Ladies and gentlemen, now is the time we come together as one. It is the 4th of July. Americans all over our nation. Barrett Featherstone and Steve Simmons in Arkansas, Brian Bolger in South Carolina, and Frank Anacaro right here in New York. And all of you, we are one. We are America. And it is go time. Count it down with me from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! We are 30 seconds in, and both Joey and Pat have 5 hot dogs and buns down. The servers are already scrambling to keep up. Joey now at 8 hot dogs and buns, with only 45 seconds gone in this contest. Patrick Bertoletti is not standing down. One of our greatest champions ever to grace this stage from Chicago, Illinois. A rookie out of the jalapeno pepper circuit, fast friends with Joey, but not at the table where they're both going for the coveted mustard yellow belt, the World Cup of Competitive Eating. 1 minute and 15 seconds in, Joey already at 12 hot dogs and buns. Patrick Bertoletti right behind Joey at 11. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you, this is, and James Webb, it's not as if he's eating, it's almost as if he's kissing the buns. Very intimate, what God has brought together, let no man set asunder. He is eating very, very quickly, a lot coming down with James Webb. I want to keep an eye on him. 12 for James Webb. Joey Chestnut already at 20. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2 minutes 20. That is world record pace. I cannot keep up with Joey Chestnut, ladies and gentlemen. He will not stop and he will not stand down until his bones are cracked and splintered and scraped like chalk on pavement. Until the very dome of heaven collapses and the black avalanche of space pours down around us, until he is the last man standing on the dirt-covered surface of the earth, he will not stop. Joey Chestnut challenging Pat now for the mustard belt, trying to push this into a zone where almost no one can follow. Joey Chestnut now at 27. You're approaching 3 minutes, no, 28. I cannot keep up with the hot dogs and buns going down. Approaching 3 minutes into the contest, Joey Chestnut is here to make a statement. A statement. Nick Worry of Tampa, Florida, the former the wonderful pistachio-eating champion of the world, is on 19. An incredible performance for him so far. James Webb right with him. Joey Chestnut, though, is beginning to build a margin here. We're having trouble even keeping up with the numbers. James Webb at 22, and we have Jeffrey Esper of Massachusetts at 22. Jeffrey is the number 3 ranked eater in the world. 19 world records, including 83 slices of pizza. I was with him in Matatuck when he ate 24 pounds of strawberry shortcake. We are approaching the halfway mark. Ladies and gentlemen, the pace has slowed a little, but Joey is still on pace to perform a world record here. 5 minutes and 40 seconds now. 42 hot dogs and buns. It's not possible to simply double that, but I have to tell you, Joey said it was possible. He could break 76 hot dogs, the record set in 2021, right behind us in Maimonides Park, the home of the Cyclones. 76 hot dogs and buns. Approaching now the halfway mark, ladies and gentlemen, and he will bend Joey Chestnut now with 46 hot dogs and buns. It is not possible. That is not possible. 30 hot dogs and buns for Pat. And now, approaching the 4-minute mark, Joey Chestnut has slowed from that incredible start, but he is still at record pace. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. And when Joey is moving this confidently, he is here to set a record. 50 hot dogs and buns! 50 hot dogs and buns! 50 hot dogs and buns in 6 minutes. Oh my glory! 30 more, Joey! His cause is the cause of victory. His cause is the cause of a nation. Ladies and gentlemen, clearly seeking to break the world record of 76 hot dogs and buns. I have to tell you, I was on the radio today and I said it never could be done. Not in this heat. 34 for Pat, 34. And remember folks, Sports Center is going live right after this contest. If you want to hang around and be in the background shot, Joey will be interviewing there, as will Vicky Sudo. 3 minutes and 15 seconds now. 3 minutes, 15 seconds. 56 hot dogs and buns for Joey Chestnut. 36 hot dogs and buns for Patrick Bertoletti. And Patrick Bertoletti slowing after an incredibly rapid start. And we'll get a checkup on James Webb and Jeffrey Esper, just to keep an eye on that. 34 hot dogs and buns for James Webb. 34 for Jeffrey Esper. And it is a dead heat over here. Jeffrey Esper of Oxford, Massachusetts, a teacher and a physics PhD, and James Webb of Sydney, Australia, 7 world records, 19 world records for Jeffrey. They are neck and neck, dog and dog, and they are going for 3rd place right now. Patrick Bertoletti seems to have 2nd place in hand, but we are not certain of that. 38 hot dogs and buns. Pat now slowing. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. 60 hot dogs and buns. 60 hot dogs and buns. He cannot break the record. He does not have time. An incredible performance, but no human has the time in 2 minutes to break 76. That is impossible. 1 minute and 54 seconds. The eyes of the world on Joey Chestnut. 62 hot dogs and buns. Pat at 40. 40 hot dogs and buns for Pat. One minute and 30 seconds. And Joey's slowing. James Webb slowed right there. He paused. James Webb paused. I thought it was perhaps he was contemplating the future of humanity, but it was a burp. He got the belt, and that has opened up space in his stomach. James Webb now picking up the pace. 1 minute now. 1 minute now. 60 seconds. 66 hot dogs and buns for Joey Chestnut, 43 for Patrick Bertoletti. 45 seconds now, 45 seconds. He has broken reality, and all of time pours down around us now at once. Simultaneous and endless, erasing cause and effect. Joey Chestnut, the once and future champion of the world. 20 seconds now. 20 seconds now. God made them as stubble to his sword. 13 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put down your hot dogs. Oh my glory. Ladies and gentlemen, that was an emotional journey. I am emotionally exhausted. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. The judges, Sam Barclay and Oliver Brooks, have gone through all of the hot dogs. And in third place today, representing the Southern Hemisphere and the great nation of Australia, with 45 1/2 hot dogs and buns, the number 4 ranked eater in the world, James Webb. And in second place, with 46 1/2 hot dogs and buns, from Chicago, Illinois, the great Patrick Bertoletti. But here he stands, quiet of talking, still of motion, content of worry. Shy of a god, perhaps, but more than a man. With 70.5 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes, the Nathan's famous 4th of July champion of the world, Joey Chestnut! God's username and password, and he does with it what he chooses. And there it is, 70.5 hot dogs and buns. The half is right here. That is what Joey just ate. An amazing journey. Joey, last year you weren't here, contract dispute, but you never stopped talking with the organizers. The organizers never stopped talking. Everybody seemed to want to be here. You came back. How do you feel?
Oh my God, I was excited. I love being here, and man,
I love you, Joey.
I wish I had ate a couple more. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, I'll be back next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have had a great adventure and a wild rumpus, but our revels are at an end. We will see you next year in Coney Island on the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July!